This week we have a father-son combo from Ohio on their first ever antelope hunt. I wonder how they're going to like our Wyoming landscape.
A couple years ago, I approached a good friend of mine from On Target Outfitters about doing an antelope hunt because he had been out with Table Mountain Outfitters before and really portrayed it as a family environment and just really great people. And that's exactly what I found it to be this week here. Everything he said was true. Great people, great food, just a great atmosphere for my son and myself.
We planned on kind of doing it like a while back because I always wanted to shoot an antelope, and then we planned a trip out here. I've only been bow hunting for about 2 years now. I do compound target archery, like indoor and outdoor. I've been pretty successful. I've been state champion for my class 2 years in a row for Ohio, and I've been ranked number 5 in the nation 2 years now.
It was only the first day out in the blind for Jason Austin Jr. before he was seeing his first pronghorn bucks. But the best part of pronghorn hunting is waiting to see how close they will get when you're hidden in a blind.
Back in Ohio, you're lucky if you see like 5 deer in like one whole night or like one whole day. Like every now and then you'll see a herd, but like this was crazy. Like one herd came in, well, it looked like just a family. There's 2 fawns and like a doe and 2 little tiny bucks, like little ones. And then all of a sudden the whole herd just like came in. It was huge. I thought it'd take me at least till last day to even see a good one that was like good enough to shoot. I liked the one that was a little wider, but I'll take that one over the wider one. Well, I was just really happy because it was only 2 hours into the first day, and it didn't even get that hot yet. And I was so nervous, my knees were just like shaking so bad. And I'm like, I drew back, like, I was like so scared.
Jason Jr. hasn't even been in his blind 3 hours yet, and he has a sizable buck leading a herd right into the waterhole just 15 yards away. Now he just has to stay quiet and wait for his shot.
So there's this buck, and it was really, really big, and it was like 18 yards, and then there was a doe behind it, and I just couldn't get it. They're coming back.
Watch it.
I get him.
Jason Austin Jr., set up in a ground blind on his first ever antelope hunt, is waiting out a nice-sized buck. He draws his bow and goes for the 15-yard shot.
Got him. He was just back there, and before he got blocked, and this time I had to like scooch over and then shoot in front. And then I just let my pin rest there and pulled the trigger. Oh my gosh. I was so nervous. I was shaking so bad.
After making a clean shot, hunters wait for their guides to come congratulate them on a successful hunt and then lead them safely to the kill.
Well, I got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
Nice job, buddy.
He came up right up there, and then he turned broadside, and I was able to get him.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 15 yards.
Wow, did you make a good shot?
Yeah, I made a good shot.
Yeah, of course you did. All right, well, let's go see what we can find here. Where was he standing at?
Right over here.
Right over here?
There's my
Hey,
arrow.
look at that. Sweet. Nice work, dude.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.
After confirming that he made a successful shot, Jason Jr. decides he's got to tell his dad, who is set up in another blind just over the hill from where Jason Jr. had been.
Hey, fella.
Hey. Something tells me you don't see antelope when it's not sunny.
Did you see any?
I saw a lot.
I know. They all came over your way after I shot mine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
But
No, ever since it clouded up, and they will not come down off that hill.
After I shot mine, the whole herd came right down here.
Did they?
Yeah.
There was a halfway decent one in there too.
Yeah, I saw a real nice.
There was
couple
one
real
that was
nice ones up
wide.
there.
There was one that was
All right,
wide.
let's go see it.
I shot it as a heart.
Now that Jason Jr. has rubbed in the fact that he's already got his buck, Kinley, Jason, and his son have to go track down the animal, and it isn't long before they have their sights on it.
look at that.
See him?
Bad.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, that's a good goat.
And it doesn't take long for the rest of the guys at camp to get word that Jason Jr. got his first antelope, and they all come to see.
That was pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? You want to tell everybody how it happened?
Well, there was a big herd that just came in, and then this one was close enough, and he kept running away and running off the whole herd. And finally, they came in broadside at like about 18 yards.
Yeah. This was all at like 9:30 this morning, huh? Yeah.
Well, I was just really happy because it was only 2 hours into the first day, and it didn't even get that hot yet, and I was just really happy with that.
Well, that's one Jason down. Now we just have to get his dad a pronghorn.
Now that little Jason has a nice buck, Kinley gets to focus on his dad. She's got him set up in a good spot where he should see lots of animals.
This has been a pretty different experience for me hunting out here. Out here in the plains is what I would call it, but you know, at home usually we're hunting whitetails out of a tree stand, and you know, we've had to endure a little warm weather here, but you know, it's been a great time spending in the blind, and you know, get to just spend some time and think about a few things. It's just a lot different than hunting back home. Definitely get to see a lot more animals here. Being able to see the fox and the antelope and just the whole different variety of animals that we don't have back home. So it's been a really neat experience to be able to come out to Wyoming and hunt with Scott and Angie out here. Been a little slow this morning. We've had a few nice antelope come in, nothing quite what we're looking for. They've been a little bit cautious of this water hole this morning, but did have a neat little encounter with a swift fox that I think Jason saw yesterday, so that was pretty neat. Came pretty close to us, and they seem to be needing a little bit of drinkable water right now. Hopefully the antelope will be thinking the same thing. Moved spots here this afternoon. We spent the whole morning with antelope covering us all up. Just weren't seeing anything that was the
the class that we were looking for, but had the bucks, but just they were hanging up on us a little outside out, and they were a little bit smaller. But so we're moved to a different spot here for this afternoon, and hopefully we'll be able to seal the deal here. It looks like the area looks real good, and we saw a lot of antelope on the way in, so hoping we'll be able to get it done this afternoon. Well, that one wasn't exactly what we were hoping for, but he came in awful close. That's a good sign. They're starting to come to the water. Pretty hot out, so I think they're needing a drink, but hopefully we'll be getting a little bit more action coming here. Looks like we got a pretty nice buck coming in here. We'll be able to tell once it gets a little bit closer. It's getting to be about that time where we expect to see him coming around.
For a chance to win a free hunt with Table Mountain Outfitters, head over to theirlifeattablemountain.com/contest to enter. Brought to you by Timney Triggers.
Finally, after we were sitting for quite a while without seeing anything, we did spot a buck far away in the distance.
Looks like we got a pretty nice buck coming in here. We'll be able to tell once it gets a little bit closer. It's getting to be about that time where we expect to see him coming around.
Jason is out on his second day hunting pronghorn antelope, and after a morning of seeing a few, he's switched spots, and now he's watching as a wide buck comes into the water hole.
He made his way right to us and came right into water and gave me a nice shot at about 30 yards.
I think I got it. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Just watch this real nice buck come in from, we watched him from a ways off. He came right in, which we've been struggling to get him to come right into us so far. So he's a real nice buck. I'm super, super happy with this guy here. He came right into the water. We spent a pretty long afternoon not seeing a whole lot, and this guy came in, and like I said, I'm super happy with this guy right here.
Well, there's not a whole lot of tracking to do.
No. Thank goodness.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's a great one.
Yeah, he came right in. So
Sweet.
it's about time.
Yeah, seriously. We had to do a little switching around and but it worked.
It did. You guys' plan worked. Good job.
Thanks. All right, well, let's go see him.
Yeah, check it out. What do you think?
Man, it's a great antelope. He's super wide.
Yeah, he is.
He's got those ivory tips. Little Jason's gonna be mad at you. He's gonna be jealous of those ivory tips. He was talking about those all day yesterday. Man, this buck pretty much took all day, huh?
It did. It did take all day. Yeah, it actually, I think, shut off pretty much around 2:30 because we sat for a while without seeing anything. We had a mule deer doe come in and scared a bunch of them off, and then there was like nothing until probably almost 6 o'clock.
Wow.
And we had a doe and 2 fawns that came right over the hill, and they came up and drank, and then we spotted this guy coming from way up the hill over there.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he came right to us.
That's
so,
awesome.
Being able to come out here with my son was just a great opportunity. He's at an age where you know, not many kids have the opportunity to be able to come and hunt antelope out west, and not many kids get a chance to do these kind of activities with their dad. So I just feel really fortunate to be able to spend time with my son and have this opportunity in the West to be able to come and do this. It's beautiful land, and you know, it's much different than our home, and just really feel fortunate to be able to come out. Couldn't recommend Table Mountain anymore to anybody. It was just, I can't just stress enough how much all the small details that they look into here that make such a difference. I've been to other hunting camps that weren't near as professional. Just the overall atmosphere with the Denny family being all involved, and the guides were great. Their guides were all knowledgeable. I just feel very confident that everyone does everything in their power to help you be a successful hunter here, and that makes a big difference in my book.
It's always good to see a father-son hunt turn out as good as this one did. They both got their animals, and they both had big smiles.
Yeah, you know what that means? Antelope Camp is in full swing. We'll see you next week on The Life.
I'm Jason, and I live the life.
I'm Jason, and I live the life.